Catus, Maximus here, this time with a performance tool precision pen oiler performance tool. Even though this has a lifetime warranty, it can be a hassle sometimes to deal with performance tool. Also been hearing that about rigid tools too, as they will send tools, you'll send them to them, and they'll send it back saying not covered or normal wear and tear. And so always buy performance tools with a grain of salt. This is a little bit spendy. I think I spent like 12 bucks or something on this, but I did think it was a neat idea. It is made in Taiwan. It is all machined aluminum. This is a billet aluminum lower cover. They got a little O-ring here, and then they have the little push button and another O-ring on top. And so this is just a weird little precision oiler. This is a valve, and that's what's kind of interesting is there's this button. It's all, you can feel it's like rubberized. So I think it kind of does two things at once, which is open the valve as well as pushing a little bit of oil through. It does have a little pocket clip, but this is the valve. It's kind of interesting. There is a little brass valve in there, and so when you open it, kind of lets the oil out and kind of guides it to go along this tip. So I thought that could be an interesting idea, and I like the fact that they did include a cap so it isn't just getting oil everywhere, and so the end of this isn't getting too beat up. So this would really be a sewing machine oiler, or any other situation where you want some precision oiling. So I'm going to toss some 3-in-1 in there and see if it leaks, and we'll see how well it does apply. I think it's kind of an interesting idea, that's for sure. So I've got a little bit of oil in there. Make sure you get this little needle and the little boot inside. Tighten that down. Pretty good, because you don't want that leaking out. Okay. So the thing with like the 3-in-1 oiling bottles is once you open it up, it's kind of dribbling out and it does want to make a mess. And so that's the idea of this thing, is not to make a mess. I got a little thing to try it on here. We'll try it on this little whole hog here. Let's get some more zoom. There we go. Let's see how this really works. To tell you the truth, for what it's intended for, just applying some drops of oil, it's easier than using the 3-in-1 bottle, because the 3-in-1 bottle you can get a couple drops, but sometimes it will dribble some out. If you squeeze it, it'll squeeze a whole bunch out. But in this situation, I do like the little dropper, because you can press it and it just gets a little dribble right there at the end. I don't know if you can really see, but when I open it up, you can see the drop just form, and you can just apply it. So to tell you the truth, I think that's kind of neat. When you really want to apply literally a couple drops of oil, I think this little thing actually works, to tell you the truth. It just probably wouldn't take any drops, but I kind of like the idea of this. A little sealed, little eyedropper oiler could definitely become in handy in a variety of little situations. Maybe just applying a little bit of oil to some threads of fasteners, to putting a few drops of oil on a ratchet. This thing actually will be handy. And with the needle portion of it, you can actually place it pretty accurately, so you're just not getting oil over everything. So kind of like it when at least tool companies make an attempt to come up with some newer and innovative products. And I'm not sure who makes this for a performance tool, but it is made pretty well. And you would expect that from a Taiwanese product, but I think this is something I may end up using a lot with the ratchets, just because you can get it inside. This would be great for like putting oil inside bearings and all sorts of places where you can just reach right in there. So anyway, that was my quick little review of this little performance tool, billet aluminum precision oiler. And it's actually not a bad little tool, to tell you the truth. Anyway, I really appreciate everybody who's been watching and subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Until next time, Catus Maximus out.